All right. Switch up the mods. Okay, on. So okay, so from that, we will clear everything from interactive from our mind. Uh, and okay, right now we are focusing on into space. Last thing that happened on into space. Good things were happening. Nothing horrible. Nothing amazing. We had discovered what a mime was because I can't remember what her name was. Oh, I think it was something hard to pronounce. That's why I can't remember it. But we were working on the ship. We're getting good progress done on the ship. Um, we there nothing to complain about that. Uh, the mime had exploded from one of our colonists, or a new one. We took it down to where it's not dead, but we had it. Oh, what's it called? We downed it. We downed it, and now we are going to, or we have it in a bed, and we're trying to nurse it back to health. But if at any point it does go bad and it starts attacking again, it's just gonna die. And if it gets downed and not die, we'll just kill it while it's downed. We're giving it one chance. It From what I saw, it can't do much damage. Maybe that was just because it was attacking robots, but it doesn't seem like it can do a horrible amount of damage. So we should be good if it wakes up. Hopefully. But we're still on the quest for plasteel. We're researching how to make plasteel, which is going to be big. Hopefully it's not horribly expensive. But we should be able to make plasteel soon enough and use that to build most of the rest of our ship, because we're getting good progress done on the ship. As in, like, we now know what the heating room is going to look like, or the heat exchanging room. We know we can fit at least 3 large heat sinks, and what was it? 3 large heat sinks, and was it 16? I think we can fit 16. Uh, no, I don't think it was 16 radiators. Maybe it was 12. It's at least 12 radiators. But yeah, we're doing the exact opposite of what we're doing on interactive, which is good. So yeah, I mean, we'll pick up where we left off on that. Oh, hey there. Welcome to chat. We're just switching between it's like the halfway point in stream, so we just switched from interactive to my other RimWorld file. It's just loading the mods because it takes a bit because of how many I have. But this should be doing yeah. I was just doing it for the past like 2.5 hours. Yeah, it's Twitch like integrated, so well, I mean, I don't know if you're familiar with it, but like the longer you stay in chat, you gain coins, and then you can spend the coins on in-game events. Yeah, so I was just doing that for the past 2.5 hours. And then now I'm doing my not Twitch interactive one, and more like it's more like slow paced and relaxed for the next 2.5 hours. But then yesterday, like we do every day or every week, we do a full 5 hours of Twitch integration for RimWorld. The Rim, I think it's the Rimfeller mod where you can. Well, I mean, I haven't researched it yet. I guess I'll find out. But you turn because you drill for oil, and then you make the oil into chem fuel, and then you can turn chem fuel, I think, into unhardened plasteel, and then you have to put the unhardened plasteel in a machine that hardens it, and then I'm using the plasteel uh to because I have the Save Our Ship. I think it's Save Our Ship 2 officially, but like it's a Save Our Ship mod, and that requires a ton of plasteel to build uh like a fully functioning independent spaceship. Um, wait, teach me a bit about Rimatomics or Save Our Ship, because I don't know Rimatomics. I don't think I need too much help on it. It's pretty uh like it's pretty self-explanatory. But Save Our Ship, I know what I'm supposed to be doing, but I don't know how I'm supposed to be doing it. So I mean, I if you have any information on that, it'd help. But okay, Rimfeller. I mean, well, I mean, I don't know. Tips for Rimfeller would be useful. I'll definitely. I mean, not like I don't really want like some super in detail explanation for like exactly what to set up, but tips would be fine. That'd be great. In case I'm just doing it horribly wrong. This should, I mean, load at any. It should be done loading at any time. Usually, this is like the faster part of the load. Yeah. So I mean, currently, my entire Rimfeller setup is this, and uh, if you didn't know already, I have the Dubs Bad Hygiene mod. So one of the things with that is you can make Rimfeller need it. So the only difference between a normal Rimfeller setup this would be, or the only thing different about this setup to a normal Rimfeller one is I'm pumping water to the crude cracker it because of Dub's Bad Hygiene, it just adds the need for water for it to crack the oil, but it doesn't really. I don't think it affects it in any other way. But yeah, I have 4 oil wells, luckily above a massive pocket. Uh, these never get full, really. One crude cracker working at 4 of 8, and then I guess I'm just making some of it into chem fuel when I need it, and the rest into synthylene when I need it. That's about as far as I've gotten. But and then, yeah, and I have 2 tanks behind these mushrooms, but they're kind of blocked for they finished chem fuel, and then I think the research takes like 15 seconds to load. Sorry. It's only like the first time I load up the game that it takes this, but Rimfeller, I think I'm either on the research for plasteel or the research before it. Okay, no, I'm just about to research plasteel. So I have like synthamide, composite, synthamide, not composite. Yeah, and I'm researching plasteel. So I mean, I don't know where that puts me, but yeah, any tips, I guess, if you have any. Because yeah, I mean, I need as much plasteel I can get, or as I can get. Um, no, I'm definitely not. I'm trying to find every other method available to find plasteel. I'm just using. This is like my. This has been my like last ditch effort to get plasteel, because I thought it was going to be pretty advanced / expensive. So I've been trading with every colony I can trade with. I've been scanning with the ground penetrating scanner to find plasteel pockets, and no colony in the area has plasteel anymore, and my scanners haven't found plasteel in such a long time that I just gave up. And when they do, they only find pockets of like a couple hundred. So I use that in a day. So yeah, I'm definitely not basing my entire colony off Rimfeller, because yeah, it will run out at some point. I mean, the rest of my base is, I mean, mainly just geothermal. Well, geothermal, we do have a lot of solar generators, but yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's any better way to do it. I think it's supposed to be slow but steady, but obviously not infinite, like you said. It's just, I mean, I don't know I don't know how much chem fuel it takes to make. Like, I don't know what the conversion rate of chem fuel to plasteel is. Yeah. Well, I mean, I just want to know like the. I mean, I'll find it out obviously once I get it. Um, I just don't want the conversion rate of like chem fuel to plasteel to be super expensive, because what is, I forgot what synthylene is. It's, well, I guess it doesn't say really what the conversion rate on it is, but it's not much. It doesn't take much chem fuel to make like 20 synthylene, and I use synthylene for like advanced component and stuff. It's really useful. Even though it's a bit slow, it's useful. But yeah, I mean, like, I just want to know how long will it. I just want to know how long it'll take me to get like, say, 2,000 plasteel. I feel like it's gonna take super long. But again, obviously, it'll be stable because I do have a lot of oil left. Just not infinite. It's a lot more stable than trading with people, because they're all out. Um, okay, that's good. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess all I'd have to do is just like turn the cracker off temporarily, and then yeah, just look at look at the pipe fuel storage, and then make I don't know what I don't know how much it makes at a time. It makes 20 centillion at a time. So yeah, and then just get the ratio off that. Yeah, but that's the thing. I mean, I didn't really think. Yeah, besides helpful advice, stuff like don't make your entire base off an oil pocket. That is good advice. But yeah, besides stuff like that, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's just, you learn it through experience. I mean, like I built 2 extra oil wells because I originally had these 2, and the cracker was instantly converting it all to chem fuel. So I wanted to work at maximum efficiency, so I built 2 more, and now I'm like slowly storing up extra. But it's just not. It's pretty even at this point. Um, and I don't really have the power to um, I don't really have the power to like increase power on this to make it go faster. Besides building just more solar generators, because I'm out. I don't have any more room for geothermals. But yeah, I mean that's about it. I just want to. I just like. Um, oh yeah, that is good advice. I never thought about that. I just sort of, I just kind of built up all of my stuff on the biggest pocket because it just happened to be uh, right under my base, so I thought it'd be easy. But yeah, I guess using up all the small ones first would be good. I don't know how much longer my people are going to be on this planet though, because the goal is to get my ship fully independent, so it can stay up in space permanently. And then I'm gonna try to expand the space or the ship in space, and slowly build it up to be like really powerful. It's just, yeah, I need there. I still need a ton of plasteel to build everything I need for the ship. So I mean, like, I don't, I don't even know. I doubt I'm ever gonna use up all this chem fuel, but oh yeah, I guess I never thought about that. I never thought about using chem fuel. I never thought about using Rimfeller to generate power to power the Rimfeller stuff. Um, but yeah, that would be useful. Like, I mean, a large chem fuel power plant. Uh, I don't know how much. I mean, yeah, I guess it's more of an emergency one though. Like, but because I mean, right now I go to negative 11,000 power at night because of all the solar generators off. Like all the solar generators are off, and my batteries are just good enough to keep me in the positives by the end of the next day. I'll have enough power to survive the night, basically. So it's pretty balanced right now. so I can't afford any extra power usage. But yeah, I mean, using the chem fuel as power would be good. I mean, I could set that up, actually. Because... Well, yeah, and that's the thing is, I mean, I don't know how... I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on this planet. Or, like, on this RimWorld. Because... Well, I mean, with the amount of time I'm going to be on it, I'm never going to use up all the chem fuel in this pool. At least if I'm going to be just... If all I'm making is chem fuel. And, like, syntheline and plasteel. But... I mean, depending on how fast the big generators burn chem fuel, maybe I'd use up an entire pocket. But... Well, actually, speaking of that, though, you said they have a good, power conversion, rate. What would it be worth, if I just want a lot of power, to use on any extra, like, big projects I'm going to be doing right now? Would it be worth it to build, like, an entire system of, like, 2 wells, a crude cracker, and a large chem fuel plant? Just on its own little pocket? Just have that burning? Because I don't think I'll still be on the planet by the time it runs out. Because, I mean, if it's... Okay, if it's the second quadrum... If it's the second quadrum of the year... I should be out here. I should be out in the next... I should be completely off planet. Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, that'll be good. Because I think... I feel like I should be off this planet at the latest in the next... Like, at the end of the 7th... the next 7 quadrums. So, the start of 5509. Or no, 5508. So, the next, like, year and 3 quadrums is, like, the latest I'll be on here. So, yeah, I guess it should be worth producing. I wish it would say how much power it produces. Because, I mean, should one large chem fuel power plant be able to support 2 oil wells and a crude cracker? Like, on its own with extra to give to the base? Because if so, I'll definitely do that. No, he's confused. That's fine. It's not much of a problem. I don't know why he's calming him down. Oh, I guess it's successful. He's not a good talker. Ooh, 11. Okay, that again. Yeah, you may be wrong. So I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna hold that against you or anything. But if that's the case, I'll completely build that, and it's not expensive, resource-wise, at least for me. So, okay, if I'm looking at it like this, if I have 2 true drills, they should work. I don't think I'm... No. With this amount, I don't think... Well, if it's 5K... Well, if it's 5K, wouldn't that mean that it won't... Actually, no, if it's 5K, I guess... If I only have 2 wells, I don't really need to set the crude cracker at 4 out of 8. And I could add more wells if I really needed to. But if I built like this... Ooh. I'm trying to think of like... I'm thinking about doing some sort of like... super symmetrical where I'm like system where I might have like 4 wells, a crude cracker, and then like maybe 2 large chem fuel plants. I don't know if it'll be able to support that much fuel. Yeah, I guess that too. So yeah, I guess I'll do this. And then oh, actually to avoid problems though. Oh why specifically? Is it cuz well, I mean besides like getting damage and stuff, is it to avoid having oil spills or what? Cuz I think I've only had 1 oil spill before. Well, first off, if that's the case, I'm going to do this there, and then we'll have a wall here. And then oh no, that's really small. I'll build 1 here and then 1 here. Oh no, not there actually. I'll build just 1 tank, I guess. If we have any extra, it'll be good. Okay, yeah, no, okay, I guess yeah, you just meant for just protection. I mean, I was already going to because yeah, the last thing I'd want is for something to attack this. I don't know what blocks I have the most of. I mean, granite's good, but I think I'll just do slate. If anything horrible attacks, I'm confident in my ability to stop whatever's attacking before it destroys the wall. It'll just be good for surprise things in case I don't have time to react. So I guess you can't build walls over pipes being built. Kind of weird, but they should finish this, and then when they build the pipes and stuff, I'll finish the rest of it. Luckily, apparently the conduit system works. It goes right through it. Yeah, I mean, depending on how much power this produces, it should be good. Oh yeah, 1 geothermal will go down. So okay, before they do that, I guess if 1 geothermal is gonna go down, we'll do this. Yeah, build more there just in case it causes too many problems. And then this will fit. Oh, and then we gotta do 1 here. There. That should be better. Oh yeah, I forgot to. I am gonna need to keep this wall open until they finish drilling the wells. I can't forget about that. And then I'll need to provide starting power for the wells for them to start drilling. I have enough power in my batteries to be able to support this entire system until it starts producing its own power, which is good. Yeah, this is getting built quick. I mean, it's conduits. It's not... It's the easiest thing to build in the game, basically. Please don't start building this until you finish the walls. Okay, yeah, so that's finished, so we can start on these. I'll just build one for right now. Actually, I guess I should... I'm going to leave doors here and here just in case something breaks down. So somebody can get in there and repair it. Yeah, and then start the walls here. Yeah, I mean, depending on how much power this is going to produce, I can build... Like, I should be able to start producing more plasteel, like, faster and faster as... Because, I mean, maybe I can set this thing to... I know it's probably not going to be the case, but, I mean, if each one of those generators produces 11,000 power, I might be able to power this thing up to level 8, build 5 more, or like 12 more wells or something, and be able to pump out tons of plasteel. But again, I'm not going to rely on that. In every pocket... Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. So, like, having, yeah, a well with a pipeline going to it. It's in an unfortunate spot. I guess it doesn't... I guess there's not that many spots in my map, but we could definitely have this pocket connected. It's not big, but it'll help. So once they get this going, we'll build a well on the smaller pocket. They built this really fast. It usually takes them a while to build stuff. Because, yeah, I mean, the fuel from this probably won't get used up. Or I guess it doesn't show. The fuel from this probably won't get used up until this isn't producing enough fuel. Oh, yeah, the pipeline valves. Yeah, so... Ooh, actually, speaking of that, it'd probably be useful to have even a well here, I guess. A well here and here, and have them both have the pipeline valves. Obviously, this one will get used up first, and then in the worst case scenario, I'll start draining from this one. See, actually, oh, what's the best way, before I do this, what's the best way to connect this? Like, because you want to have pipe or walls over all the pipelines. So would I just build a weird wall over the whole pipeline, I guess? as a way to protect it. I mean, I feel like that's probably the best option. I mean, it's not really in the way of anything. I don't have anything over here. Oh, yeah, that too. I mean, yeah, I guess this area is kind of weak. I have areas for people to shoot out here and like here and even here and here, but nothing along this part. And it's actually got 2 geothermals, so it's pretty important. So yeah, so before they start building that, because I mean I do want these to be drilled before they even start building this, because I'd want power as quickly as possible, because these are going to start consuming power and everything. So if I, okay, these are where I'm gonna put the pipes. So then I just need to know that this is where it'll be. And then I'll leave this so they can drill it, but yeah, and then I'll just build pipelines from these, and then just get rid of these. So once they build this, then I'll once they build this and drill these, I'll get working on these two, and have the pipeline switches. But yeah, I mean, I guess I never considered using the chem fuel as like power. I'm just using all my power on chem fuel, and it's not giving me any power back. It's just a bit of resources every once in a while. So once this, well, I guess I should probably build the doors too before I forget. Structure doesn't. Yeah, I'd rather have them be safe doors rather than fast. Yeah, I mean, thanks. I actually never. I don't know why, but I never actually considered using chem fuel as power. I have tons of it stored up, but I didn't really think about using it to make more chem fuel. Because once I have all this power, I'll be able to upgrade my chem fuel production. So yeah, thank you. I didn't think about that. There's an outside idea that I couldn't think of, apparently. Apparently we're already out of slate blocks. Somehow. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and that's one thing. I feel like I'm super cautious in RimWorld, but then there gets to a point where I just get cocky and I stop making Fallout. Like I'm pretty sure this base is kind of riddled with like forgotten fallbacks and stuff in case something went wrong. But then I just stopped making them because I guess I just got overconfident, which I shouldn't. I should always have some sort of fallback, because you never know. I mean, you weren't here like a half hour, 40 minutes ago for my interactive file, but I thought it was doing well. And within the course of about 30 minutes, so much stuff happened that it's going to take weeks in game for my colony to even recover from and get back to normal. So anything can happen in RimWorld, and you don't know. You don't know it's going to happen until it happens. No matter how good you're doing, it can throw something at you. And that sort of like it sort of I remembered that from the interactive today. See, I mean, this should provide good power. I mean, I'm assuming they wouldn't they wouldn't make stuff like the crude cracker consume 5,000 power if it wasn't if the generators that burn chem fuel don't produce a lot. Thank you, Desirable, for the follow. I mean, thank you once for the advice, and thank you for the follow. It really helps out. So yeah, and then now I have plasteel, so perfect timing for, yeah. I mean, hopefully you can stop in anytime you want. Because I will be streaming this file for 5 hours tomorrow. Because I stream, at least interactive or RimWorld, I stream 5 hours on Thursday of interactive, and then half the day I spend Fridays, half of it's interactive, half of it's this one or this file, and then tomorrow is always 5 hours of this one. So I mean, yeah, anytime you wanna stop in and help out, it would be much appreciated. Okay, we're just about to finish this. I'm gonna have to move the power conduits back a bit to supply power to everything. Well, that is probably the most annoying thing that happens in RimWorld. And I don't know why, but it's so common. They'll be just about to finish, like, an important construction and then just give up. And wait till like tomorrow to finish it. Okay, yeah. Moods have gotten... Actually, they got better. Oh, no. I don't know why I read it that way. They haven't got better, they got worse. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we finished this, and... yeah. I mean, it is the one useful thing. These construction bots, the builder bots, they are so useful for when they're doing stuff efficiently and like they're doing things that you need to get done, but you can't tell them what to do. So if they don't do what you need to get done, it's super annoying because they just never do it. But they work 24/7. All they do is charge for a bit. They're super useful. They just have their quirks. So that has power. So I think I can start. Oh no. Oh no, they can't drill these, can they? Do they need power to drill? Or can your builders drill them and then give them power? Because it takes a while for them to get drilled. And I don't really want to be having that much Oh yeah, yeah. So undesignate from power. and then just build a temporary line. Yeah, I guess. Which is gonna be. I mean, it's a slight. Well, it's not really that slight, but it's gonna be a bit of an extra draw of power that I don't really want to be using, but I kind of have to. So that'll give power to both of them. Those should start getting drilled. I'm really not using any of this chem fuel for anything. Wait, actually, how? If you had to estimate, oh wait, 42 liters a day. This might be insane. 42 liters a day. That's not much. I'm assuming each one of these cans is a liter. It's not gonna tell me. But if each one of these cans is a liter, I have I have almost 9,000 cans. It might just be worth it to... Yeah, just build a siphon. I mean, I'm assuming that's what you meant by when you said siphon. I just took it like as the word siphon, so like building a pipeline. But yeah, if I just build a siphon, put a good amount of chem fuel into it, and then at any point I want to, I can just tell the siphon to stop being used. So that'll be good. So yeah, and then that should keep the... Because I mean, 72 liters a day, I can keep that thing fueled for so long. And the entire time that I'm using up this chem fuel, I'm just generating more from this one. I don't know how much this produces, but we'll find out when we put our first 72 liters in. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't want to. I guess this just adds to my clock. Like, this will be kind of like my clock to where I want to be off the planet by the time my chem fuel runs out. Because if I'm not, my base is going down. I mean, if I don't have power, most of my if I don't have power, most of my base is run off of androids and robots. So they won't be able to charge, and also my main defense is this like SM7 mechanized infantry unit from android tiers. That's my main line of defense. If that goes down because it can't charge, if anything considerable attacks, I'm gone. There's no chance. So yeah, that should just do it automatically, I think. You can't really like set it to accept. I don't think you can really set it to accept chem fuel at any specific rate. So I guess the first person to put 72 chem fuel in it is gonna find out how much power this thing makes. The question is, who is gonna be generous enough to deliver chem fuel? I could just ask someone to. Actually, I'm just gonna... you're busy training. James is fast, so... Oh, no, of course I can't. Wait. How does this work? How do I make somebody... Oh, wait, can I just, like, put it on Oh, I guess it's already unimportant. Is this set? No, this is critical. That's why. So this needs to be set to, like, important, and this needs to be set to critical. And then I can just turn this off when I need it. I was like, that's why nobody's bringing anything, because they're not really set to bring anything there. The hauler bot, maybe? Oh, yeah, definitely. Alright, hauler bot, let's see how much you have. You have you can carry so much. I know chem fuel is not, it doesn't weigh much, but 180 chem fuel in one trip. We got the builders going, nice. Let's see. Six. Well, the power output is so much more than I thought it was going to be. That, I mean, I was expecting 11K as like the ceiling. 16,000 watts. Well, I know it's gonna be fueling my base, but I'm not gonna just forget about it and run out of power someday. I will keep an eye on it. Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, I'm gonna have positive power night and day, and that hasn't happened in a long time. No, I'm gonna try not to use tons of power if I don't need to, by like just building random fuel consuming or like power consuming things. What I do want to do is definitely get this thing up and running. Once this thing gets up and running, I can just shut off the siphon and have it power itself. Because I mean, I think this setup could produce 72 liters a day. I mean, this setup, I know this is like double, but this setup produces, this stuff produces like a liter a second. So as long as no, it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna make sure it doesn't happen. I want to get off this planet as quickly as possible, so I don't have to worry about the massive resource drain. Like, I mean, the environment around my base is just depleted of all natural resources. We're mining all the steel, we're collecting all the plasteel from every person who lives around us. I don't know of a single faction base around us that has any chem fuel. I buy it all. I don't want to go to a peace talks. It's not that worth it. Where'd the mime go? We gotta kill this thing. We can't train it, so we can't train it. It's just gonna eat our food, so we gotta kill it. I'm sorry. Mimes are terrifying creatures. I think Marcus should do it. This could be dangerous, though. He's eating all our kibble! That's for the animals. You shot Ryan in the face. Go back to your job, I guess. Ryan. Okay, you're bleeding. You gotta go get repaired. That was in the head. You shot him straight in the head. He should recover fine, but it was unneeded. Okay, Marcus, you didn't have to shoot him in the head. I don't even know like, am I supposed to butcher this thing? What kind of meat is gonna get butchered off of a mime. Well, I guess it would have said if he was still alive. Oh, wait, no. Oh, gross. I don't want that. I don't want human meat and human leather. Wait. Is this an ethical way of getting human leather? When this thing gets butchered, are my people going to get a debuff from... I don't know if my people are going to get a debuff from butchering human. Yeah, just... Because, yeah, nobody was really concerned about the mime. It was manhunting when it first appeared in my colony, but then I wanted to see if I could tame it, so we patched it back up, and I guess it became friendly, but not tamed. So nobody really cared about it. Yeah, all Ryan saw was Marcus run up, point a gun at his head, and start firing. Okay, he's better now. He can go do what he wants. He needs to get back to training. Also, I really wish my colony could be running better than it is, because the only thing preventing it is I don't know what mod adds this. Just like I don't know what mod adds most things in the, like, there are obvious stuff. Androids are added by Android tiers. Okay, so it seems like they're not butchering it, so maybe it's not even allowed yet. Well, yeah, I mean, it should be off by default. Human-like, alien. Doesn't say human. It's not there. I'm wondering, did they update some mod that I have? Because some of the corpses aren't... I can't butcher some corpses that... I mean, like a beaver. I haven't got a mod that adds beavers recently. Okay, because this psychic rain has been happening for, I don't know what it says, like, more than a year now. And the only people that I allow outside are androids. Because they have a lot, because I mean, I don't know if you know, but psychic rain, well, I mean, it sounds like you know. It sounds like you know your stuff. But yeah, but the psychic rain makes people age at a much higher rate. So I only let, okay, you know, so mimes are in animals, so it should be fine. So that's an ethical way of getting human meat if you needed it. It's just very rare, so it's not sustainable. It's just ethical. But yeah, the psychic rain has been going on for 1.4 years. Everything ages like more than twice as quick in the psychic rain. And the only people I let out are androids and robots, because robots are easily replaceable if they die, and androids have a much longer lifespan than people. I can't afford to have any of my people get some sort of horrible trait from old age, from like having a birthday. Because you never gain anything good from birthdays, it seems. Okay, there's 800 chem fuel. We don't need to put anything else in here. Yeah, I mean, because I haven't... This is like the first week of playing RimWorld that I haven't got some mod off stream. Like, it seems like it seems like every other week I'll get some new cool mod that I saw. Not a big one, because I don't want to run into any compatibility issues or like load order issues and ruin a file that's been going on for super long. But recently, the past few weeks, I haven't got any extra mods. So I know I haven't got any mod that adds like beavers and stuff or wild geese. So They must, yeah, I guess they must have updated it. Because whenever you get a new mod, uh, it doesn't update your work bills. I mean, that could be useful. Definitely. I actually, I don't think I've had a birthday happen yet on this file. Luckily, birthdays don't happen every year, or else this entire colony would be crippled. Luckily, there's only a birthday every like 10 years or something. I don't know. I think it's kind of random, but the last birthday that I had happen was, yeah, but I feel like I should check out that mod to make birthdays maybe have good things happen rather than just only bad things. But the last birthday I had happen gave one of my colonists a bad back. So, arguably one of the worst things. Well, I mean, no old age modifier is good. Well, yeah, I mean, but I mean, Sarah's 47, Elliot's 46, Winnie's 51, Beats. Oh, he's 35. He's fine. Oh, okay, I'll check it out. Probably like at the end of stream or something. Just because it takes so long to like reload mods and stuff. It'll be super annoying. But yeah, I'll check it out after stream. Oh yeah, I mean it doesn't hurt that only 4 out of I think there's 20 colonists. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No, 18. We have 18 colonists, and only 4 of them are humans. So I guess there's not as much room for birthdays. Though we did have 2 more humans. Because in this colony, my people have some sort of like unwritten rule. If an android dies, it will be scrapped and their body will not be buried, no matter how good of an android it was. It's the deal that every android signs when they join my colony. I mean, yeah, sure, I'll check it out. I mean, I have nothing else to do really besides they're just drilling and stuff like that. But yeah, the rule around my colony is if you're an android and you die, you will get scrapped. If you're well, first off, if you're an android at the colony, you get treated very well. You get treated with, I mean, your labor's usually more because you have to, you work more often, but I treat you well. It's just if you die, you get scrapped, but only people get buried because it's not really out of a respect thing. It's just that I have to bury them or else people will get upset, and I can't butcher them. Here, I'll open up the like weird. I like this though. The internal workshop browser. Um, well, there's Days Matter 1.0. I'd rather have it be like 1.2, but I'm assuming that's just. I'm assuming those are the only ones that are available. Wait, this is just updated to a new version with some changes versus a 1.01. So I'm assuming I want the fork one because is this some sort of like fan revival of the mod? Because it was oh yeah, I guess could have done that too. Okay, yeah. So the one I need is the fork because I'm assuming it was like a fan updated one when the original mod just didn't get updated. So, well, I mean, I guess I'll just check it out. um. Oh, okay, yeah, add and remove Memorial Days. That'll be adding and removing Memorial Days. Um, yeah, I mean, I guess it wasn't on 1.2. Um, sadly, but I guess the adding Memorial Days would be very useful on my interactive file because of how horrible the second to last day of me playing on it was in game days. Um, yeah, so I mean, I'm assuming this is the right one. It's just with a bit of differences. So yeah, auto sort, days matter. Yeah, and then that should be good, I think. And yeah, I mean, I've never um I've never looked at how many mods I have, but I would assume it's near 100. And I don't know why, but it takes like 8 minutes or something. Oh no, yeah, I mean it should be working. um, but it takes like 8 minutes to load. I mean sometimes it's shorter, but yeah. But yeah, no, in my colony, like if you're an android and you die, it doesn't matter how important you are. We'll still respect you, but you're getting scrapped, and you'll be used for some other good piece of technology. If people dying could be more useful, I would do it. Like, cause I mean, it's not besides avoiding the mood debuff, burying colonists is not worth it. It just wastes stone blocks. I mean, at least that's my thought process with it. So I mean, the androids dying is more of an honor than getting buried because you get to be built into something better that can actually benefit the colony. It's just slightly it gets more difficult. It gets more difficult to have androids just be mindless drones when you have like tier 3 and tier 4s cuz they actually have needs. And like just having a bunch of androids living in the same room, having like 12 androids sleeping in the same room, they don't like it as much. When they're tier 1s, they don't care, and when they're tier 2s, they really don't care. But well, yeah, and that was the problem uh on my interactive one because basically a lot of unfortunate events happened on my interactive file. But to sum it up, um I will always remember the day was April May 10th, And now since we have the Days Matter mod, we can actually officially claim that April May 10th is a Memorial Day. But basically, a bunch of unfortunate things happened, and it ended up having what ended up happening was 18 Scythers attacked us. We successfully fended them off, but as we fended them off, someone in chat bought a military aid event. So one of the tribal colonies came to help us out against the Scythers. Not very effective, as you can probably guess. But we had taken out the Scythers basically before the tribal people could do anything. The unfortunate part was we had just survived the 18 Scythers, and then the tribals came in to help us. They were late, but the tribals that came in to help us were enemies with a trading caravan that was in the center of our base. So they started fighting. Neither of them had very high power weapons, so it just ended up with a lot of bombs, or like stick bombs getting thrown and arrows getting shot. Multiple of my pets died. One of my colonists, who was like our expert surgeon, who had saved so many people's lives throughout the time of our colony, or like the history of our colony, he was exploded by a stick bomb because he got caught in the crossfire. So then I had one of my it's loading, these are like loading time stories or loading screen stories. Then I had my colonists open fire on the two tribal colonies, or two tribal faction groups, to stop them from fighting sooner. Nobody died because of the fighting, except for the guy who died from the stick bomb before the fighting started. We killed all the tribals, but most of the way into the tribal fighting, when there were explosions happening everywhere, a mechanoid, or no, not the mechanoids weren't first. From the northeast, which was like an unprotected part of our base, or like we don't have any people out there really to defend, a siege group came in. They set up mortars and were starting to fire on our colony, and that was in the northeast. Then from the southwest came in a bunch of mechanoids, and we ended up having to fight a war that basically lasted the entire 24 hours of the day of April May 10th. From the start of the Scythers appearing to the end of the battle, it was early morning, April May 11th. And half of the people, like half of our casualties were due to people breaking because of being so unhappy during the fight that they went berserk and on murderous rages and either had to be arrested or some of them just died because they ran in the middle of combat. And then I ended, and that was the end of that part of the stream was like 5 minutes after all that happened. So the next time I stream interactive, which will be next Thursday, is going to be a very rough time rebuilding from all that, because now everything is calmed down. People have died. There are so many dead bodies that need to be picked up, and so much blood that needs to be cleaned, but we need to get back to it. But on this file, it's doing pretty good. Nothing horrible has really happened. And the only reason I got reminded of that is because you said, unless they did something stupid to die, and that was one of our colonists. He went berserk in the middle of a very essential fighting force, because he had a very powerful sniper, Randy Random. As all horrible things happening on RimWorld, It was just Randy Random deciding to send, 3 raids on me at once. Or like 3 raids within 24 hours, basically. And that's the thing about Randy is it doesn't matter how good you're doing or bad, he'll just send anything at you. It could be super. He could send a really small raid when you're really powerful, or a really big raid when you're really weak. Which it makes it interesting. I mean, we even had to send people. We even had to send. Yeah, but it is. I mean, RimWorld is not. It's not wrong. It is a storytelling game. It's not just a video game. It's designed to tell a story, and it does. But yeah, we even had to end up sending people to crypto sleep caskets to avoid them breaking, because so many people were extreme break risks, and we still haven't woken them up because it's not a healthy environment yet. But then, I mean, as the descriptions of each storyteller say, even somebody like Phoebe Chillax, like I have on this one, I've been sent raids not too long ago that if I didn't have this mechanized infantry, this entire colony would be completely dead. We would not be able to stop. Like the past 2 mechanoid raids would have wiped us off the map if we didn't have the mechanized infantry. So I'm lucky I just randomly decided I wanted to make it because it sounded cool. It sounded cool and useful, so I made it. And it saved our colony twice now. And we don't have a mechanized infantry unit on the interactive, so we have much worse defenses. Okay, so now I have the mod. What do you... How do you use it, really? Because there's Days Matter. I mean, I'm assuming you just set stuff, I guess? Ooh. Oh, great. Wait, so I'm assuming with this mod, people have birthday parties every year. Because, I mean, that makes sense. So, like, no, the absolute only reason I was able to survive it is just because of some of the stuff that you can get because of the Twitch interactive part lets you get it can make horrible things happen because people can buy horrible stuff way before they're supposed to happen or way more often than they're supposed to happen. But also people can buy super beneficial things way before you're able to make them. So luckily we had good enough gear to just survive it, but barely. We barely survived it. If anything else would have attacked us as like a final raid, we wouldn't have been able to survive it. Like mood was too low, and all because on both of my files, that one and this one, I rely mainly on androids as fighters, and they only have so much battery before they'll just start getting malnourished, and then most of them are tier 3s, so they actually have human emotions. So being malnourished makes them upset, and they could have breaks. So yeah, I mean, we were very lucky to survive it, and now it's going to take a long time to recover. But other than that, though, yeah, I think the days matter thing just makes it so that people celebrate their birthday every year. Okay, here, so like, the next birthday, it's Jogus 3rd, or Jugus 3rd. The next birthday will be Cole's, I think. Actually, this is horribly. How is this chronological? I don't know. Okay, so Cole's birthday is the next birthday. You can't click on them. So I guess people have to have birthdays, but maybe they don't. Maybe they don't always get. I'm assuming they don't always get bad stuff for birthdays, like bad back or frail or something. Oh wait, and you can make them celebrate at different times. Whoa. Oh yeah, and then you can add stuff like that. Nobody's married. Nobody's girlfriend or boyfriend. The only thing we really have is the day we came here and birthdays. But maybe we should have, I feel like, yeah, I guess they'll just throw parties. And you can... So, I mean, I feel like they should celebrate every September 6th. For the birth of the colony, basically. That seems like a nice thing to celebrate. Just in the afternoon, everybody can get off work and eat food and hang out in the rec room. That sounds manageable. I don't want them to celebrate birthdays. There's too many birthdays. I'm gonna lose a lot of productivity. I mean, unless I just wanted them to celebrate like in the evening, maybe it'll help their moods. I feel like it can't be horrible. Or in the not evenings, afternoon. I feel like it can't be that bad. Maybe. Just to celebrate birthdays? Every time there's a birthday? I don't know. I mean, my people's moods are kind of around half. So maybe I should do that. Just celebrate birthdays in the afternoon. Actually, the more I think about it, I have 18 colonists. I have 18 colonists. There's only 16 days or 60 days in the year. I'm gonna be having a birthday every 3 days almost. Yeah, no, and that thing is, I do like, okay. I've seen YouTube videos and stuff, and I watch a good amount of RimWorld when I'm not playing it, and it seems like some people just don't care when their pawn dies. But yeah, I do care about my pawns. Like even the ones I don't like, I don't want them to die because they just add character to the colony. So like, even if, well, I mean, people like Winnie. If anybody in the entire colony could die, or if anybody in the entire colony, out of anybody of the 18 people, who I would want to not die, it'd be Winnie. She is the absolute pillar of this colony. She is currently... She's technically the only surviving member of the original three. The original three crashed survivors. Because, sadly, I think it was... Yeah. Sadly, on the 11th of April, Timothy, the second person who ever... Because we had Winnie, Timothy, and James were our first original three. Winnie has still been the pillar of the colony. Timothy got killed in a fight not too long into the colony. And I'm pretty sure Timothy and Winnie used to be like somewhat... I think they used to have some sort of romantic relationship. They weren't married or anything. But they really liked each other. And then James is the builder of the colony. And he used to be a tier 1 android, but we upgraded him to a tier 3. So he's technically not counted as still being the same pawn. But he is in all other aspects except for the game's coding. Like, he's still the same android, but it just doesn't consider him to be one. Because, I mean, if you check his stats and stuff, it reset all of his stats when we change his body. But I mean, Winnie, actually, I haven't checked her records in a while. She spent 5.7 years as a colonist. She's been asleep for 1.7 years. Yeah, she's hauled for 32 days. She's researched for 1.3 years. She's only ever taken 56 damage, and she's dealt a ton. She's killed 14 people. Research points, 90,000. Yeah, she's been a very useful member of the colony. Well, I mean, that and James, but James's stats, I wish I could see what they would be in total, but he's no longer technically the same James, so... Oh, yeah, I guess I never thought about that. I guess if... Oh, no, I guess I did think about that. Technically, if anybody dies, I do have a Resurrector... Why is that... Resurrector mech serum. That's how you pronounce it. I don't know why it sounded wrong. But I guess technically, if Winnie died, we could just revive her. And worst case scenario, if we didn't have that mech serum, luckily when I raided, where is it? I raided the... Oh no, we don't have an Ancient Danger on this map. But when I raided an Ancient Danger, because I think it was like some mission that I got from whatever, some faction. I did some mission where you had to raid an Ancient Danger, and I stole the ancient crypto sleep caskets in them because I didn't want to use up the advanced components making new ones. So in the worst case scenario, I can just put somebody's body into a crypto sleep casket, and then whenever I get a mech serum, I can revive them. But then also, because Winnie's such and her skills are just overall great. she's iron-willed. She's a body purist, which doesn't help. So, and luckily she's never gotten hurt. But she's iron-willed, which is really good. And then just her stats are great. She can basically do anything pretty well. But because of that, we made a copy of her. We made a copy of her name. Well, it's technically her name, but we had to scrap an android. We scrapped an android named Nicholas to be able to afford to make the android, the new android. You know, I mean that. It's not really something to think about. You get them pretty late in the game, or I guess not that late, but they're kind of expensive. If somebody dies early on, you can't really hope to have one. So it's not really something you'd really think about because of just how far into the game that you get them. But they are super useful once you have them. But yeah, I think we just didn't have enough room in the colony for the old Nicholas, because we're out of bedroom, and it just costs energy to have more android beds. So we scrapped Nicholas, we made a tier 3 android, we put Winnie's brain into the tier 3 android, and then named the android Nicholas, Mark II, in honor of the original Nicholas. And now he's our top of the line android surgeon. Just like where is he? James, Ryan, Sylvester, Kyle, Siberian Mark II. He was our best android miner, but he was a tier 1 and he was really inefficient, so we scrapped him and used his parts to make android or Siberian Mark II, and then we Siberian Mark II is to honor Siberian. Yeah, I mean it's not as personal to me. I think it used to be more. Kyle's confused again. That just happens. It's never anything more than confusion, which is good. There's no, like, berserks or anything. But I think as this colony's gotten bigger, I've gotten less and less personal with my colonists. Because, I mean, we've only ever had... I say I haven't gotten very personal with my colonists, but I think I can remember every single colonist that's died. Because I think Timothy has died. Ollie has died. Timothy, Ollie, those are the only 2 humans. But then we've had Captain the android, Oxley the android, what's his name? It's not Sylvester. We had another android die, and then we had Siberian die. Well, and I guess Nicholas, but we scrapped them. They were respectfully scrapped. They didn't die tragic deaths. But way earlier on in my colony, when I knew that my android was going to get scrapped, or whenever I knew I had to scrap an android, obviously you don't have time sometimes to prepare for a colonist's death, but it was Dominic. Dominic was the one android that I thought was Sylvester, but no. Dominic died, and we scrapped him. No, Dominic died because of a infestation. Dominic and Captain died from an infestation. But luckily, Dominic had made a piece of artwork a bit before he died, so we now remember him forever. Captain, I guess I just remember the name. Oxley died because he got vaporized by an alpha animal's mechanoid. A siege breaker, I think they're called. He just got absolutely vaporized. So there was no body to bury. We just remember him in name. And then Siberian, the exact same Siberian as Siberian MK2, because I knew he was gonna die. So I had him make a piece of art, before he died. Actually, I think it was, if I remember correctly, it was super weird because I think so. It was in this same hospital, but back when we only had wooden beds and stuff, because we were much less fortunate at that time. The times that Siberian got scrapped, but he was sitting in the hospital bed, waiting to get like I forgot what the exact term is called for androids. But it was the android version of euthanizing somebody. He was waiting to get that done, sitting in the hospital bed, and all of a sudden he gets an inspiration to do art. So I canceled his operation, and as one final thing, I had him make a piece of art, a marble sculpture, and he made this one. It's excellent. I think that means it would have been normal quality, but because of the inspiration, it was 2 tiers higher. So he made this, and yeah, and he's talking about James 49, which means I'm assuming this James, but yeah, it's this James, but back when he was a tier 1. Yeah, so he made that piece of art, and we always remember him through that too. Oh, I guess Dominic was our artist. Dominic made both of these pieces of art. But yeah, Oxley had nothing to bury, and Captain had nothing. He died too quick. Yeah, I mean, some of them were really useful, or like really cool colonists, because who made this one? Kyle. Oh no, Kyle's still alive. He's not dead. But I mean, you got to remember him in their good times, back when they were alive. Because Timothy, he was our farmer, I think, but he got killed by somebody riding in on an alpaca with a hunting rifle, and we just couldn't outgun them, and they ended up killing Timothy. He didn't even bleed out. I think it was just a lethal injury, like on site. So we didn't even have time to heal him, and that happened back when we only had 3 people. So we were down to 2 without a farmer, I think. But then I think Sarah came in, and she's good at farming, so she's kind of saved us. And I would say, besides Winnie and James, Sarah is the 3rd pillar of our colony. Like, she did work. She does so much work compared to some of the people in my colony. But, yeah, Timothy and Winnie, I think, really liked each other. And, Timothy and Winnie really liked each other, and they were like, I think they're the last people to ever have a relationship in my entire colony. Or no, Ollie. Oh no, because I think they were friends. They were really good friends. Like I think they used to be like somewhat in a relationship. And then he died. She got really sad. And then Ollie came in. And then Winnie had a relationship with Ollie. And then Ollie died. Both of the people that Winnie's had a relationship with have died. And technically, it's kind of weird, though, how she doesn't really remember Timothy. She remembers Ollie, but doesn't remember Timothy. And I'm assuming you can't check stuff like that. No. You can't check their their relationships and stuff. Yeah, but Winnie's had a... She's been here from the start, and she's had a rough life. But, you know, you think of the good times, and you go, this colony is now thriving. And it was partially because of the work. Yeah, I guess I should. How about to start it off? We're not going to have, like, a bunch of them. But yeah, how about to start... How about April, May 11th should be the day they do it. So, like, April, May 11th, because that was our first death, should be... I don't know what to call it. I mean, we could just call it, like day of mourning. And it will be April, May 11th in the evening. Yeah, we're not going to have it in the afternoon. We'll have it in the... Oh, no, should it be evening or morning? Nah, I guess people have jobs and stuff. They might not be awake during it, but the evening of April, May 11th will be the day that we celebrate and mourn deaths of all of our colonists who have all died trying to at least protect or benefit the colony. Nobody's died of, like, just getting exploded by some... Nobody's died from getting hit by a meteor or, like, killed by a cougar or something. It's like they all died. Timothy died defending the colony. Ollie died. Ollie died fighting off in infestation. Yeah, I mean, I guess one day out of 60, it'd probably be good. Yeah. So April 11th. Because, I mean, yeah, Timothy died defending the colony. Ollie just died fending off an infestation. Captain died fending off the same infestation. We had 2 deaths that day. Oxley died fighting off what is now known basically to us as the most powerful type of mechanoid in the game, the Siegebreaker. He was just vaporized. And then Nicholas got scrapped to make a better Nicholas, so he can do android surgeries better, and it's just he can benefit the colony more. Dominic and Siberian both got scrapped to make Siberian MK2. So again, everybody died to benefit the colony. Actually, can you check? I don't know if you can check, like, it says colonists killed as 14, because I think it does consider, I think it's because it considers, like, this android used to be a surrogate android. I don't know how familiar you are with android tiers, but you make some. There are a bunch of different ways to make androids, but I made a surrogate android and then cloned Winnie's mind into the surrogate. So technically, the surrogate died, like it quote died, so that counts as a death. So we haven't really had 14 deaths. But Yeah, I mean, I actually, I wish I would have had it, at the start of the game, so I could have made days like this. And I'm definitely going to use it on my interactive. It's going to be super cool, too. Yeah, but, well, actually, I mean, I could check, like, a graph, of, wait, population. Population, oh, wait, no. Was it free colonists? Or I guess we had a fourth one by day 12. We got 2 more. This was the day that Timothy died. Um, I feel like this was definitely the day that uh, Ali and Captain died. And then some of these, I don't know what a bunch of these are, but I know this was the day that Captain and Ali died, and this is the day that Timothy died. And then we've had prisoners over the the years, but they don't matter as much really. We never really keep colonists or prisoners very much. Wealth has kind of gone crazy. We are now at over 770,000. So raids, even on Phoebe Chillax, are considerable. Yeah, I have prison labor. I haven't used it on this file as much. I forgot how you check it. Well, I guess I don't have any prisoners, so I can't really check it as much. But I think this is this is a prison labor. But yeah, I have prison labor. It was much more useful on my the first RimWorld file I ever streamed. The first RimWorld file I ever streamed, the entire objective of that file was to well, okay, doing that would be useful. What do I do? Okay, because I would have somebody mining the mining in the quarry constantly, but what do I do with the stone chunks? Like, what do I do with all these chunks? Because I'm grateful to have some chunks stored up, but after a while, you have hundreds and hundreds that you're never going to use. Like, if there was a way to get rid of chunks, I would have people mining at it constantly. Day and night. It's just, yeah, I don't know what to do with them. Because you get good stuff. There's a reason why I have thousands of uranium. The quarries can be overpowered. I mean, I guess. I do have that. I guess I could do that. Just have them get shot out. Actually, yeah, that's a... I never thought about that. I actually never thought... Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, I have an idea. I thank you for the second good idea of the stream. I'm gonna have... Okay, where's... Okay, stuff like this. I'm gonna have... I'm gonna extend the wall, like this. Put a steel door here. This is gonna turn into a room. I'm gonna put... Yeah, I'm gonna put granite walls here. It's gonna look kind of gross, but it'll work. We found salt underground, not too useful. This will be, we'll get rid of this, storage. So this will be, and then this will, well, I guess since we have that, we don't really need this whole walk around. So I'm gonna expand this zone. Shrink this part. Didn't mean to shrink that. I'm just gonna disallow this door. We don't really need to open it. But I'm gonna have... I'll put a steel door here. I mean, it would be super fast, too, because... I'm pretty sure I can research, like, my research speed is insane because I just have 3 almost constantly working level 20 intellectual researchers. So even a 6,000 research thing gets researched in like a day. But yeah, I guess I've seen the research, but I've never actually done it. Yeah, but there should be like siege equipment. One of these. I may miss it. I mean, yeah, I never thought about that. I mean, and then even if I can't get rid of that much stone through catapults, having prisoners work in the quarry and then do something with the stone will be great too. I'll just look it up. Siege equipment, not cataphract armor. Siege equipment. Okay, so that'll get researched. I don't like the underground salt. Salt's good, but it's not that salt. Yeah, so that'll get researched really quick. And then, okay, so we're gonna try to make this place look good, but not expensive, because this file is very civilized. I don't want my prisoners to be like have expensive stuff, but I don't want them to have. I want them to have good stuff to where they like. I don't want to say like being in prison, but like, so they don't hate being in prison much. So maybe I'll do like. I will do slate tiles. Okay, I'll make this whole room slate tiles. This will be their bedroom. Or like, I think I could fit 3 people kind of comfortably in here if I had like a bed here, here, and here. And then they can each have like a nightstand or something by their bed. But then this will be like their rec room, basically. So, yeah, no, but this will be their rec room. I don't want to build with wood because this is a mushroom map. Wood is extremely scarce. So, I mean, I don't want to say I don't want to use it on the prisoners, but I mean, that's not actually that much wood. I'll use it on the prisoners, fine. I'll do this to make the room look better. And then I'll give them a red carpet because I have a lot of cloth. There we go. And then nutrient paste doesn't have... Can nutrient paste just be made out of anything? It doesn't have, there's no specific stuff it needs to be made out of. It just all provides the same nutrients. Yeah, there is this. Our arbuscular mycorrhiza. All of them are horrible names. This does provide wood. I mean, I guess I've just gone without wood. So I mean, I like to store it up, but I never really use it. I could have them do this. I mean, once I have prisoners, I can just expand what they can do. But for right now, I'm going to try to have them just constantly work at the quarry. And then, because of this, I'll also have this open. Ooh, actually... where'd the quarry platform go? I guess we don't really need a quarry platform. Not really. I'll put the platform here, even though it's not useful. I guess. Oh, and then I don't want this to be clogged up, because sometimes if I need to defend against attacks, I use this as a little area for defense. Actually, if I'm gonna do that, putting embrasures here would help. But yeah, so I'm gonna have a nutrient paste dispenser here. People can just put whatever they want in it to feed the prisoners. Well, I guess you think I could put insect meat in it and they wouldn't care? I kind of want to get rid of the insect meat I have. Oh yeah, it's the there's the slurry pod. I think the slurry pod's an animal that I don't think it. Yeah, I think it just produces slurry or something. I think that's what it's just called. But yeah, you feed it food and it just produces slurry, or you feed it stuff. But I mean, I feel like the best option right now would be to just put insect meat in the just put insect meat in the nutrient paste dispenser, and the prisoners can just eat as much of it as they want without it really affecting my food supplies at all. I'm gonna have to modify this area partially. Oh wait, no, I have an idea. I haven't made a nutrient paste dispenser. This is like taking me back. I haven't made a nutrient paste dispenser since my first RimWorld file ever. Before I had any mods and before I had any idea of what I was doing. So I'm gonna put it here. Yeah. Wait. Maybe I think I should put it here. I think that's where this sort of keeps the wall intact. So I'll put it here. And then with that there, I'm gonna... It's gonna be kinda... it's gonna be kinda poorly made, but it'll work. So I'm gonna put this. You should be able to have conduits below a nutrient paste dispenser. So then if I... Oh, wait. I think I built those in the wrong spot. Nutrient paste. Ooh. Okay, if the nutrient paste is there... Oh, no, this works. Place it there. Get rid of these 3 walls. Actually, don't get rid of them. I just thought it's kind of wasteful to do just. Wait. Yeah, I think that's one of the benefits of nutrient paste. People don't really like nutrient paste, but like you don't want to waste good food on nutrient paste, but also you really do want to waste bad food on nutrient paste, or like I guess it'd be use bad food. It wouldn't be wasting it. So they'll build this. I'll put a little bit of flooring there just to make the room a bit better. And then, yeah, we'll put the nutrient paste dispenser. Oh god, I forgot where it was. Production. I'll build it here. And then we'll finish the concrete here and here. And then I was thinking, it's a bit expensive, but I'd rather do it right than have to redo it at any point. I go to temperature. Wait. Explains that they have fluid pockets. Yeah, I mean, you would assume they wouldn't be able to tell. And I think that's the one benefit, is you can put raw meat, you can put insect meat, you can put, you know, just random funguses, anything you can find, you can put in the nutrient paste dispenser, and they should. Well, I mean, nobody really likes nutrient paste, but they're not gonna hate it as much as eating raw meat or like eating insect meat. Like I think the worst thing to eat in this game would be eating raw insect meat. So, I think that would I feel like that would provide the worst mood debuff. So, I don't really want to trade these guys. They're not too strong. We have siege equipment now. That'll be good. So if I finish these 2 floors, I guess I forgot to. But yeah, they'll finish this. And then I was going to put the, where is it? The hopper. Production. You put the hopper connecting to the nutrient space dispenser. And then just at all times have it be filled with nutrient paste. And then just put a steel door here. So this place can be refrigerated so the nutrient paste doesn't go bad. All right. It doesn't make sense, but it does help out in game technically. I don't know why they're not building this floor. I hope they do. Oh god, it's gonna annoy me. I'm gonna have them reconstruct it here because it's just gonna annoy me a ton if they don't finish that floor, because I'm gonna be able to see dirt. So okay, James is gonna move it. They'll build the concrete floor and then we'll move it back. Okay, thank you for not putting steel in the the floor. Okay, thank you, Holler. Okay, the Mimic. The Mimic also must have been a new creature they added with, whatever. They must have updated, alpha animals recently because, and by recently I mean, I think in the last week or two, because it happened last week on Saturday, which was my last. That's my last day streaming RimWorld of the week, and because I know that because it also wasn't in a butcher thing, so they must have added it at some point. But basically, all of a sudden, I got a message on this file that said that a colonist had joined, like just a random, just a wanderer had joined the colony. I said, okay, that's cool. I thought it was kind of weird because usually when you have tons of people, the game tries to kill them, and then when you have really few people, the game gives you way more, like, it gives you way more events that give you people. It kind of it tries to balance it out. It tries to be fair. So I was like, okay, that's yeah. So I was like, okay, that's sort of interesting. That we got a new person. That's cool. And then, so they joined or whatever. They weren't good at much. I was having them train with melee because I don't really know. I just wanted them to be a bit of a defense if they couldn't do anything else. Oh, I guess I should check. Yes, we have 75 human meat and 47 human leather. They should still have a debuff, I think, if something bad happened. Colonist died. Yeah, that was it though. They don't care that the colonist got butchered. They only cared that it died. Also, we got to get rid of this bill so Winnie can do more useful stuff. But yeah, the colonists joined. I said, okay, that's kind of weird. I have a lot of colonists for you to be giving me this mission, or for you to be adding more colonists to me. But it was fine or whatever. But then all of a sudden, like a day into having them as a colonist, yeah, I guess if I wanted to be that way, I could do that. I don't know. I guess I'll save it for something special. Something worth using it for. I'll know what it is when I get there, I think. But I might use it for that. But yeah, the colonists joined and then a day into having them as a colonist, all of a sudden it said they died. It wouldn't tell me how. I saw the rec. I looked in the rec room, and all of a sudden there was a ton of blood everywhere in the rec room. All their equipped items were on the ground, and there was a mime standing in their spot. And then I read the information on mime, and found out, yeah, so the colonist wasn't a person; it was a mime. Oh yeah, I guess that'd be useful. I mean, yeah, melee is good for anybody. So I mean, yeah, do forever. Yeah, anybody who's under level, or what should be? Oh no, yeah, everybody who is level 0 to 4 in melee should train. So they should, just random people should get on that. Wait, an extremely recent update. Enchantments now require enchanting levels. I mean, didn't they always? Or is that not not how Hypixel works? I was like, because that's how vanilla works. But what was I saying? Yeah, so now they should train at that. Oh, that's what you mean. Oh, that's awful. Now I get what you mean. Yeah, that I agree with that. That's awful. Okay, so we'll put that down to 16 Fahrenheit. Okay, so we will store. We will store only insect meat because we have infinite of it, and it's critical that we put insect meat in it. Oh, so you need the levels to use items with it on it too? Yeah, that. I mean, you should really send a search party out and find the only person who ever asked for that. um. Okay, so I don't think these are critical. I don't think the food baskets are critical priority. Oh, of course they are. Um. This is important. This is critical. Why is it not preferred? I feel like I feel like setting it to preferred is gonna break something. Um, yeah. I mean, does that make up for it though? Um, we'll set some of these to important. The food baskets lag my game a ton, but no other container does. Oh, no, the food baskets and the skips make my game lag. I hope we don't run out of insect meat. I never thought we'd ever run out. But yeah, so this should go there. This should go into the nutrient paste dispenser. I'll make this a prisoner labor zone. Yeah, some things do. Because, I mean, if I look at, like, the frame rate and everything, everything's running at, like, I mean, 30 FPS. That's nothing. I don't really. I can't really ask for more than 30 FPS. But I click on a skip, and then I click on storage, and everything just explodes. Okay, so Nate, it's not that bad. They added stuff, but also added horrible stuff. Yeah, the frame rate just goes to nothing when I go into a skip, or apparently when I go into a food basket. Beds. Wait, do beds do that? Wait. Um, I don't know. Maybe clicking on a bed does decrease my frame rate slightly. I don't know. It kind of looks like it. But yeah, I don't know. Some things are weird. Some crafting spaces in this game, or like items, lag the game way more than they should. Uh, we want to build a roof here. I don't know. Oh yeah, I guess since this was like a work zone, I didn't want people. This is a quarry. I didn't want people building a roof there. Um. Yeah, I don't know. And like they don't do it when I click on them and look at what their contents are. They only do it when I want to change what their contents are. But then like, how about a hamper? Storage. Ooh. I guess hampers do it, but not as much. How about like a wooden pallet? Or like a steel pallet? I guess containers do it. When I want to change what a container holds or can hold, it makes stuff really slow. But yeah, this room is almost done. There we go. Okay, then we will put we have a prison up here, but it's I guess we got rid of it. It's very rarely used. So I guess we'll move all the prisoner stuff down here. Oh yeah, no, that'd be really useful. By doing, because yeah, I mean the frame rate, it's good. The mouse, and that's the thing is the lag not only lags the game, but it also lags the mouse, which sucks. So like my mouse moves fine. I click on a skip. I click storage. All of a sudden, trying to like select these options, it's really unresponsive. My mouse moves the same, but it's like yeah, it's really delayed. If I pause the game, I guess when I pause the game, it still lags, but I don't think it's as bad. Yeah, I feel like it helps, I guess. So yeah. It helps somewhat, which is better than nothing. So these will get finished when they do. I don't know why. Do we not have any slate blocks? Is this entire map out of slate? No. So I guess that's just going slowly. So these floors will get finished. They're expensive though. I don't really like building the slate tiles or like the fine tiles because of how expensive they are. Oh, that's cool. That I could definitely use one of those. Just like even like a medium, like a mid-tier gaming computer. Nothing crazy or anything. Like I've never had one, but it'd be super cool. But yeah, there is unavoidable lag on a RimWorld file when you get a big colony. What isn't helping though is the Psychic Rain has lowered my frame rate. It's still pretty good. Like I have nothing to complain about. But the Psychic Rain sometimes just kills it. Like if it wasn't for the Psychic Rain, I don't think I'd ever lag really. Oh, these are drilling for oil. I should have designated power to this a long time ago. Well, I mean, even then, you can still get a good computer for that. I mean, it's better than nothing by a long shot. I mean, and then also if you know what you're looking for, that also really helps. Which is why I don't have any help. if I was either going to buy one pre-made or make one myself, I have no knowledge on what a good price for what I'm getting is, or what to look for and like specifically in a computer. And I think that's half the reason probably why I haven't got one. Just because I don't know what to look for. I mean, actually, I guess I probably should. Because, I mean, the Psychic Rain was interesting for the first quadrum, and then the second quadrum, you know, it was getting kind of boring. Then the third quadrum, it was even more boring. And then the fourth quadrum, and then the fifth quadrum, and now it's about to be the sixth quadrum. In 3 days, I think. In 3 days, it'll be the sixth quadrum. So yeah, maybe this will be the time to call it. Just because it's been going on for so long. I want my colonists to be able to go outside more. So yeah, let's call it. Oh, it's in the options, mod settings. Vanilla expanded. I'm assuming event. What will this do? Well, doing this, well, going into the, will this like reset? Well, no, I guess the only vanilla expanded thing that's changing is the Psychic Rain. I mean, I doubt, I mean, it might stop the rain, but that's not a big deal. Or like the moderate breeze. I don't think that's not too cheaty. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, because buying a pre-built one, if you buy a pre-built gaming computer, you're also paying for the skill, like the quote skill that it required to put it together. So like if you know what you're looking for and you know how to put together a gaming computer, yeah, it's yeah, I'm gonna stop the condition. Yeah, I don't think the rain or the moderate breeze are a very crazy thing to stop. So, um, ta-da! For the first time in a year and a half, almost. But yeah, if you know what you're looking for and you know how to build a gaming PC, you can save the money that it normally costs you. That they would include like the building labor because you'll be doing it yourself. So yeah, it is cheaper to build your own than buy a pre-made one. And also you can, depending on certain things, it'll just be better to build your own. But again, only if you know what you're doing, and that's my problem. I have no clue. Like I mean, if I built, let's say I built $1,000 gaming PC just by buying parts, I would be wasting $1,000 because I would break something and it would ruin everything. Oh, so, what? It doesn't even happen during Christmas or what? It's just every 5 days? Yeah, I guess it's not that special then. Okay, so this will be the prisoner's room. Um, I guess I'll move. Um, I don't know. I'll put one more bed here. Yeah, I'll put one more bed here. Oh, 1 year's 5 days. I mean, it makes more sense. Um, and then I will move both of these Android pods because I never again want to forget to have an Android prisoner bed. Because arresting androids, you can only arrest an android when you have an appropriate Android charging pod for it. Which is dumb because androids can eat food. They don't need to charge to get energy. They can just eat human food. Uh-oh. This is like we probably have one of these every few weeks in game. Okay, what I do with this is I just have everybody get inside, because we've lost 2 people to infestations. I don't want to lose any more. Um, no, yeah, no. I mean, yeah. For me, because if I take into account messing stuff up, buying a cheaper pre-built is cheaper, and then yeah, once I learn stuff, you can upgrade over time. That would definitely be the best option for me. I probably have an infestation every like week or 2 in game. Yeah, lost 2 people to infestations. Not gonna lose more. Everybody's assigned to Psychic Rain. I'm lucky that I made this as an area, and then I assign all the robots to it too. And then I guess the animals always stay inside though, I think. Oh no, I guess not. Oh no, they're all fine. Oh what? You're not assigned no brain damage. That's bad. Okay, so everybody run inside quickly. Oh, Red, do not flee in panic. You need to walk. You need to walk and be responsible and not get killed by fleeing. Everybody run. Don't make any dumb moves by fleeing. Let's... My people just wear random stuff mostly. But, yeah, I guess. I never thought about that. I have a pod for each one. I don't know why this one's unowned. Who died? Who died that I don't know about? I'll figure that out later. Yeah, I guess I never thought about that. That would probably be way more useful. Because, I mean, they do cost a lot of, power each. But yeah, everybody, get ready for whatever comes out of this thing. You never know what's going to come out. I guess I want to test, now that it's an option, I'm assuming it's not going to be too horrible of a infestation, but I want to break out my big guns, my biggest guns, but just to see how good it is against infestation. So this desirable, since you haven't seen, this is how I deal with all of the too horrible of threats against my colony. And for me, it's cool. I don't know if you've experienced or been able to do this in game before, but for me, it's super cool because it's unique compared to different types of fighting I've done. So Ted, he's been a tier 1. He was actually right next to Oxley when he got exploded by the siege breaker, and he took a ton of shrapnel. He actually, yeah, I think he lost his leg. I think that's why he has a replacement leg, is because of the event. So he was really good friends with Oxley before they died. But I kept him as tier 1. I now connect him to the Sky Mind. Connect up with Big Ted. Big Ted just gotta wake up, get his gun, and go outside and wait for the bugs to come out. I want to see how good he is against insects, because I've never he's very good at single large targets, so I don't know how good he'll be against a bunch of small ones. These androids will help, but they can only help out so much. Alright, nice. I don't think he killed me. Nice. Okay, okay, the majority of them are going around, which is why I have this part set up. Okay. Not the best formation, but good try. Get over there. I think Ted, I don't know. It's kind of a waste. Yeah, no, the big robot, I actually do like it, because Ted has killed, or Big Ted has killed 29 has killed 29 things. All of them, or I guess he killed a couple animals because I wanted to test out how powerful he was. But 23 of his 29 kills are mechanoids, because that's all he does. He kills mechanoids every day. That's his one job. And he has killed Wait, what? Oh yeah, is that the mod? Because I was looking, I've seen other people play RimWorld and stuff. Yeah, and when they tell groups of people to move places, it just works better. Like they can do it so much more, like more detailed. And yeah, I guess I was looking for that what it was called, and I couldn't find it in the workshop. Okay, but that's what it's called. So I guess I download it like right after stream. Um, because I've always wanted that. Um, yeah, that's so much better. I need to get that like right after stream before I forget. Because it'd be so much more useful. But yeah, but Big Ted, his one life goal is to kill mechanoids. Ever since, and I would say Big Ted has probably killed 6 siege breakers in his life, and every one of them is just out of respect for Oxley getting just absolutely vaporized. It was the worst death I've ever seen. It was the most aggressive death I've ever seen in RimWorld. He just got turned into nothing. Okay, not as good as gunshots. Yeah, because I mean, like, look, it's gross. The formations they go into. Okay, yeah, here. Yeah, so, now I shouldn't forget. Yes, this is true, Nate. Yeah, I gotta download that right after stream. Cause why are you still alive? Oh, I guess you're not manhunting anymore. You're just tame. Or you're calm now. I will kill these guys before I end stream. That's kind of weird. Some of the insects are weird. You like hurt them and then they just all of a sudden stop. I mean, I'll try. It's gonna be dangerous. I mean, I'd rather have him go down from blood loss, and then we'll save him and patch him up, and that'll make us bond quicker, or like tame him quicker. But, I mean, I guess we'll try to tame him. They always go after the spaceship. I mean, without fail, it's the first thing they go after when they raid me, or when the insects come out, is they just attack the ship. And with that going on, Ted can disconnect. Disconnect, move him to the pod, and they'll put his gun away. So, normal Ted should be awake. Yeah, he's just resting. Is that it? Everything's gone. Nice. But yeah, I mean, being able to tell your colonists to like, yeah, I mean they're dangerous. Okay, there. He's down. This is the best way to tame him. Is to have somebody like, neither of these 3 guys. Someone like James. James is a tier 4 android. He's super fast. It's now downed, so we can rescue it. And hopefully if he gets there... Before I end stream, I want to get, I guess I want to get the Mega Spider in an animal bed. I want him in an animal bed being patched up before the end of stream. Robots can now go anywhere they want. We don't have Psychic Rain anymore, so I think the ban on going outside is lifted. Everybody is now unrestricted. Do whatever you want. You no longer have, like, cabin fever and stuff and hate being inside. Okay, thank you, James. The ER robot might get on it. Someone will patch him up before he bleeds out. Okay, Nicholas. Nicholas has always been a good doctor. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's good. It's much better for taming. The last thing I want to do is try to tame a... The last thing I want to try to tame is a man-hunting mega spider. Soviet bullets. Nice. Nah, he's going to bleed death in 3 hours. Patch this up. 5 hours. Fully patched up. Almost. We have a ton of... I hope the insect likes eating... Or I hope the mega spider can eat insect meat, because we have a lot of it. There. So... Where'd the door go? Winnie's bed doesn't have a door. I don't know who deleted it. There. So he's patched up. We'll find out tomorrow, I guess, whether or not he wants to be friends with us. And we'll finish this prison, because I want to get this working. But yeah, anyway, other than that, well, 10 o'clock for me. I don't know what time it is for you guys, but, so yeah, time to end stream. Make sure to save. Yeah, I thank you, everybody who, you know, joined and participated in the, interactive and watched the Into Space and stuff. I had a fun time today. It was somehow so much stuff is happening good on this file, and yeah, and so much stuff is happening is bad on the interactive. But we'll see more of this file tomorrow. A whole 5 hours tomorrow. I mean, and yeah, Desirable, thank you for the Rimfeller tips and basically solving my power crisis. And yeah, and just watching stream and stuff. I have nothing against you know, anybody who wants to watch the stream, but it's nice to talk to somebody who's familiar with RimWorld. I know Nate has just got it, so he's learning it. But yeah, it's nice to talk to somebody who is like familiar with it. So that's cool. But yeah, we'll be back with this tomorrow. Thank you for the follow. It really helps out. But other than that, yeah, I hope everybody who watched and everybody has a great night. Bye.